All right, my name's Jim Hamilton. I've written a book called Visionaries Thrive in All Times. It has an associated website, visionarieslab.com. Out of that came another book and another website, Core Resonance. Subtitled Core Resonance is Ultimate Personal Performance. The website is coreresonance.com. Interestingly, Core Resonance, Core, C-O-R-E, C-O for coherence, R-E for resonance, because that's what core resonance is about, coherence and resonance. What does that mean? What we're doing is quieting the mind, quieting the nervous system. A nervous system normally on overload, a nervous system overreaching its potential. The brain was never meant to be a processor. The brain is actually a receiver. It's part of the nervous system. The whole nervous system is like a living antenna. And that's how we actually get our insight. We live in a world that's much larger than just our own nature. And everything that's known and ever will be known is out there. And through our nervous system we have access to answers and insight. Some people call it intuition. Some people talk about it as God talking to them between their breaths where they get insights. The point is, core resonance is about how we create our realities, learning how to partner with something larger than ourselves so that we can become a means of contributing to making the world a better place. So, what we do, coherence, we take a brain. Most brains are really, what a brain looks like in an analogy, I could try that again, but that's close enough. You know when you cook pasta and you dump it into a colander in the sink and the pasta lays there, it's all squiggly and it's all kind of a mess and it's hot and it's no order to it. It's incoherent. Now a coherent brain, in an analogy, would look like piano strings. Piano strings parallel and tuned to each other, no less. So you have harmony and you have resonance. So what we do with core resonance is we do a certain kind of exercise that allows the brain to see how it fires and it cleans itself up. In other words, we use a computer and software and the brain is given certain kinds of exercises. It has we have electrodes on the scalp and this and that. And as the brain fires, it gets feedback in the screen, the computer screen, so that it sees how it fires and it learns how to correct itself. Interesting. Instead of the mind of man dictating what your brain ought to look like, instead, what we're doing is putting the brain into an environment where it can see itself through hardware, software, cleans itself up. What happens when it cleans itself up? It gets more efficient, of course, quiets down, of course. And what happens out of that is our capacity to understand our connection with innate intelligence, which has always been there, becomes evident. So, quieting the brain, going from an incoherent brain to a coherent brain, and becoming aware of this natural state of connection with Source that has always been there. Ask a tree, it'll tell you about this natural state of connection with Source. Ask anything in nature. They're all plugged into a bigger picture. So what we want to do is quiet the brain down, quiet the nervous system down, so that we can have a coherent brain for which we then have resonance with the cosmos. The question becomes, why would we want that? The answer is, there's a scale of order and symmetry and harmony that's available to us if we would learn how to quiet our nature so we can identify what's true and line up with it. Alignment with what is true is a huge component of becoming successful, of being successful. It's a huge component of performance. Learning how to be true to ourselves by discovering our true nature so that we can contribute to making the world a better place is what core resonance is all about. If you have questions, if you have interest, contact me, coreresonance.com. My telephone number, 310-878-2260. Love to talk with you about these things. Thank you.